Hi, my name is Mohammed, and this is the C++ programming from problem analysis, program design, which is printed in 5th edition. When we see 1.4 processing a C++ program, in the previous section, we discussed a machine, a language, and high-level languages. The high-level languages used showing as a programming languages, it is a compiled languages for interpreting the languages like C++, Java, Python, and so many high-level programming languages as we can do and show the C++ programming. Because a computer can understand only with a machine language. Because in a C++ is only determining and understand the machine languages as it is work with and is also determined by a bytecode. Such a bytecode that can be named and also it is determined usually used for compiling into the binaries that's also determined as an interpreted language. So that's why, as we show you here, the most programming you need to understand the following here is you need to know the machine languages as it is provided in the collection of the language. And now you are ready to review the steps required to process a program written in C++. Consider the following C++ program like this. This is a header files. This is include. Include is the import statements in C++. IO stream means the IO stream means it's the input or output file. It is input or output stream. It is the input or output stream. It is the header file. It's the input or output stream for the header files. And this is the using name is used to determine whether if it is given the standard library of the C++. This int main must be is the main function, the execution of the C++ of the program. We use this cout. Cout is usually used for display. Cout is used for displaying an output on your screen. And this is a bitwise shift that's used for insertion operator. This is my first C++ program and puts at the end must be included. Ending, the statements can be ended with a semicolon. If you didn't end the semicolon with the statement, it may lead us the syntax error. And here we have return 0. If we say return 0, this means it exits. Return 0 means Return 0 means exit successfully. If we say return 1 is the exit of failure. So you got it? What's the difference is when you understand. And now we have done, that is, we have to conclude like this. At this point, you need not to be too concerned with the details of this program. However, if you run execute this program, it will display the following line on the screen like this. My first C++ program. Now the process is exited with return value 0. This means exit successfully after we insert the return value 0. And press any key to continue. So already you have talked about this is the console output. Payout means the console output as it is displayed here with here. Recall that a computer can understand only machine languages. Therefore, in order to run this program successfully, the code must be translated into machine language. In this section, we review the steps required to execute programs written in C++. The first is you use a text editor to create a C++ program following the rules or syntax of the high-level language. This program is also called the source code or source program. The program must be saved in a text file that has the extension .cpp. For example, if you saved the preceding program in the file named first CPP program, then its complete name is first CPP program.cpp. Second, the C++ program given in the preceding section contains the statement #include IOStream in a C++ program. Statements that begin with the symbol are called preprocessor directives. These statements are processed by a program called preprocessor as the header files. Thirdly, after processing preprocessor directives, the next step is to verify that the program obeys the rules of the programming language, that is, the program is syntactically correct, and translate the program into the equivalent machine language. The compiler checks the source program for syntax errors, and if no error is found, translates the program into an equivalent machine language. The equivalent machine language program is called an object program. The programs that you write in a high-level language are developed using an integrated development environment like C, Dev, C++, Visual Studio Code, Code Blocks, Turbo, C++, and so many integrated development environments include. The integrated development environment contains many programs that are useful in creating your program. For example, it contains the necessary code or program to display the results of the program and several mathematical functions to make the program's job somewhat easier. Therefore, if certain code is already available, you can use this code rather than writing your own code. Once the program is developed and successfully compiled, you must still bring the code for the resources used from the integrated development environment into your program to produce final program that the computer can execute. This pre-written code program resides in a place called the library. A program called a linker combines the object program with the programs from libraries. And now the fifth one, you must next load the executable program into main memory for execution. A program called a loader accomplishes this task. And the sixth one, final step is to execute the program. Now let us see the step-by-step part is following here, and now follow me well. We have a C++ programming languages. This C++ programming languages that you use it to provide, it has a high-level programming languages that make sure all the computer must only understand with the machine language. And now we see editor, text editing by using the integrated development environment. And after that, the preprocessor has calculated with the main preprocessor. This means the preprocessor that's included the import statement like #include IOStream, FStream, and so many header files to display the directives preprocessor. And the thirdly, use it to compile. Use it for compiling. After you compiling, you can see the linker that includes the file any C++ programming libraries. And now the linker that includes display the file header library that use it to execute the header files, like the output file name, output the size, the compilation time, and the loader, the compilation is in a progress. And after that, it executes the console output. But remember, if you have got a serious compilation problem, that means it may lead to such a syntax error, and try to check your editing problem. And after that, if there is a syntax error again, it will not compile it until it shows the common errors in your C++ programming. As noted earlier, programs are developed using an integrated development environment, well known like integrated development environments used to create programs in the high-level languages. C++ include Visual C++ 2008, Express and Visual Studio, .NET from Microsoft, C++ Builder from Borland, and Code Warrior from MetroWorks. These integrated development environments contain a text editor to create the source program, a compiler to check the source program for syntax errors, a program to link the object code with the integrated development environment resources, and a program to execute the program. These integrated development environments are quite user-friendly. When you compile your program, the compiler not only identifies the syntax errors, but it also typically suggests how to correct them. Moreover, with just a simple command, the object code is linked with the resources used from the integrated development environment. For example, the command that does the linking on Visual C++ 2008 Express and Visual Studio.NET is build or rebuild. For further clarification regarding the use of these commands, check the documentation of these integrated development environments. If the program is not yet compiled, each of these commands first compiles the program and then links and produces the executable code. This is all about it. We will continue next section.